See, Key's daddy is real classy based. This is why the young men like Reza Islam who struggle with the Antoine Fisher glitch are better served under his tutelage opposed to the tutelage of the Brotherhood. And by that I mean this.
Gift for me? Is it money? That's a poem. Can't see it without my glasses. Why don't you read it for me?
No, I'd rather you read it.
See, Reese is a lot like the young man Antoine Fisher. You know, seen his share of trauma, so it was hard for him to wear his heart on his sleeves and express himself. Keys' father is a lot like Denzel's character. You know, he didn't try to force the young man, oh, you need to man up and read, man. No, you know, he like, you know, son, I ain't got my glasses. Can you read it for me? See, that was real classy based. And when the young man didn't feel comfortable, you know, starting off to read, he went ahead and helped him out a bit.
Please.
Who will cry for the little boy, lost and all alone? Who will cry for the little boy, abandoned without his own? Who will cry for the little boy? He cried himself to sleep. Who will cry for the little boy who he never had for keeps?
Who will cry for the little boy who walked the burning sand? Who will cry for the little boy, the boy inside the man? Who will cry for the little boy who knew well hurt and pain? Who will cry for the little boy who died and died again? Who will cry for the little boy, a good boy he tried to be? Who will cry for the little boy who cries inside of me?
Now I want to show y'all something. Remember in that leaked audio when the minister told Reza he had to be careful because the young women were going to love him. His words were to the tune of, Reza, I wish you the best. You're a very intellectual, handsome brother, but that Reza needed to bring his morality. Now look at the word we're using here, morality up, because the women were going to love him. He wasn't necessarily talking about, solely about young women throwing themselves at Reza, but also the loving motherly ones like Dr. Davenport's wife. Now I want you to pay attention to the sergeant's wife when she hears Antoine's poem.
Who will cry for the little boy, Antoine?
I will. I always do.
Now you see how classy based Sarge did that? Like he gave his wife that look like she needed to leave. The reason being is he understands the trickster that resides in young men like Reza and young men like Antoine Fisher. Later on down the line, Antoine went behind the Sarge's back, not on no funny type stuff, but to invite the wife to his graduation. She asked her husband, she was like, he wants us to come. But Sarge told her no. And I think he might have told Antoine, I'm sorry, son, wife and I had a previous engagement. Now, many people would look at that and say, well, what's the harm in them going to the graduation? What Sarge realized, Sarge was aware of that, which many people aren't. He's aware of that, which Tony Muhammad is not aware of, because Tony Muhammad himself is a trickster. See, Keys' daddy can see it, but he can't put it to words that an intellectual extremist needs to hear for it to land. What Antoine or the like of Reza Islam was trying to do was grab together a parasocial family as a means to avoid having to face his own past or realm of anima and conquer what we call the devouring mother. Instead of facing that, he just grabbed him together a parasocial family with Doc and Doc's lovely wife and his new fiance. Detach and let go of the past and grab him a new world together.
I'm going to try to be as quick as I possibly can.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, thank you for holding this space, for coming, and thank you for looking at holding this
Absolutely.
space.
Shout out to Nicholas Brooklyn.
Big time supporter of you. Like, I absolutely adore you.
And I understand where the people are coming from. Like, what's so bad about Riza's new world. You know, when the Empress figure like this sister here, or the Dr. Davenport's wives of the world, when they see Riza, it gives them hope. It gives them hope for the youth. The children love seeing them. They look up to him. And he loves being a great role model for the children. He embraces it. Very loving, very kind, very humble, meek, down to earth. However, when you don't conquer your realm of animal first, you become a parasocial being, a hypothetical construct.
Selling shit, just keep on walking. Oh my God, is that you, Antoine? Come here, baby.
Don't touch me. Yeah, it's me. I'm all grown up. I'd like to speak to Miss Tate.
Well, you want to come in?
No. Would you like to get her?
For men, honestly, it's easier to embrace women like that and just pretend that the past didn't happen the way it did. Oh, it was slavery that did it to them, that they were out of their mind. Let's just forgive and move on.
Nigga, hug my neck. Nigga. Don't you know how to come home? Where you been?
It is literally easier to just go along and get along with the stage play that the devouring mammy puts on, again dismissing her bad behavior for, oh, it was slavery, it was history that made them do that. They were set up. It's easier to go with that lie and that stage play because it's like the old sayings go, the truth hurts. He doesn't want to hurt anymore. So it's easier to go along with the lie, to just stay in the flow or in the zone.
Now come along, come on.
I remember everything. Everything. You could have helped me, but instead you beat me to dust. And you?
Boy, I don't know what you're talking
Yes,
about.
you do. I was 6 years old.
Now you just listen.
No, you listen to me.
No, I think you done forgot.
I think you forgot. I said listen to me. This is my time. You understand me? It don't matter what you tried to do. You couldn't destroy me. I'm still standing. I'm still strong.
When a young man refuses to face his shadow side, because the devouring mammy is not a person, it is a shadow. It is a shadow collective. You end up a two-headed person, but not like Mother Ella and Sasha Muhammad, Akiz's father. You end up like a Harry Potter. Riza is using Harry Potter's technique. Remember, the one that chose Harry, its brother gave him that scar.
Curious. Very curious.
Sorry, but what's curious?
I remember everyone I've ever sold, Mr. Potter. It so happens that the phoenix, whose tail feather resides in your wand, gave another feather. Just one other. It is curious that you should be destined for this wand when its brother gave you that scar.